Hi everyone, it's Thursday the 11th of January, and I can't sort of believe it really, but I've spent the last week, a week today, throwing up again. Everything, oh, it's awful. It's been absolutely hideous. It has been horrendous. I'm completely dehydrated, in the most horrific pain, and I'm just worn out. I'm just totally worn out. I'm trying to sort of like mentally prepare myself because it's Amelia's birthday at the weekend, and there's no way that I'm letting anything come between me and celebrating her birthday with her. But I'm just so sorry. I'm so angry that it's gonna be hard work. I hate that. It's not fair. It's not fair. Sorry. These are always the videos that I find really hard to post, but I think they're the really important ones that need posting, because it's the reality of trying to be a mum and constantly hiding how unwell you feel. Sorry. I hate these videos. But they're always the ones that I think people who are living with whatever sort of chronic disease, that these are the ones that I get messages from people where they'll say, you know, I felt completely and totally alone, and thank you, thank you for being brave enough to post this. I don't feel alone anymore, which is why I do, but it's not easy, I can tell you. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself a tissue. I'm having the most, this isn't nice to talk about, but again, reality check. I'm having the most horrific bowel spasms. I had the whole of my colon removed, but they left what was beyond the colon, and that sort of doesn't know that it's not attached to anything. Sorry, Tabby's making noises because I'm upset. She doesn't like it when I get upset, and she can't get up to me. Yeah, so even though it's cut off from everything, so nothing comes out anymore, I still get the most horrendous bowel spasms that make me sick because of the pain, because the pain is so bad. So I have to, our bed, the feet come up and down and the head comes up and down, so I'm having to lie in bed with the feet up and the head up because I'm in so much pain. I'm sorry. It's hard, and I know I'll get through it. I know I will. Because I've been through stuff, and you go through it because you love your family and you want to be the best person that you can be for your family. I know that I will come through it, but I feel so weak, and Tony's having to, like, he's having to give me bed baths because I'm not well enough to go and get in the bath. And that he's so caring and he is so loving, but when you're a young woman, you don't want your husband to have to give you bed baths, you know? You don't want him to have the baby monitor on so he can hear if you're upstairs being sick for the 10th, 11th time that day. And I'm not, like, I'm trying, obviously I'm trying to drink. That's Tony's phone. Sorry. I'm trying to drink to keep myself as hydrated as I can. Sorry, that's Toad's phone. But every time I try and drink, I'm really, really sick. And it's just like stomach bile, and then I'm retching and retching and retching, and there's just nothing coming up because I can't keep anything down, and my mouth is full of mouth ulcers, and you just feel like there's no point in going to the doctors because there's nothing they can do. I don't want to end up in hospital being, you know, on a drip or whatever. And it's just, I just don't have an immune system anymore. I had sort of 6 weeks ago, I had that awful flu and all those infections. And that really knocked my esophagus. That made my esophagus a lot worse. And then we were ill over Christmas and sort of had those mornings where I've uploaded things where I was starting to feel better but still wasn't anywhere near a sort of 100%. And I started being sick again, like majorly sick, you know. And I'm so emotional because it's Amelia's birthday at the weekend. And I will, you know, I'm going to put my makeup on and do my best. And it's just so disappointing when you feel like your health is deteriorating again, you know. And it all starts to feel, I don't know what the word is, but it's tough, you know. There's like her class's cake sale tomorrow, and normally I would, obviously with like Tony's help, but I would do cupcakes, and I made a great big sandcastle cake one year, and I love doing, I live for stuff like that. I love doing that sort of stuff. That's my mummy stuff, you know. And like Tone said, he's just gonna have to buy something to take, and I hate that because that, like I say, that's my mummy stuff, you know. And I know it's not my fault, and I know that if I was one of my friends, I would say to them, you know, of course it's not your fault, like, of course it isn't, but it still makes you feel like, oh, come on, like, it's so difficult to sort of put into words, and I ramble like this because I think people have to see this stuff for for the next generation to not have to face all the discrimination and everything like that that people of my generation and above face. We have to talk about it. We have to really put all the hard stuff out there so that people know, and because it's only when people know things, when you're given knowledge, that's when change can happen. We have to be given knowledge for change to happen. But it's hard, it's sort of hard to put into words. I want it to be well for Amelia's birthday, you know, like, Tabby, stop it. I want it to be really genuinely feeling good and feeling well, and I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. Sorry. The pain. You can't describe it. You can't describe it. It's awful. And I'm going to run out of my meds early, and I don't know what to do about that, because where I've taken them and then been sick, and I could sort of really clearly see, and Tony's agreed with me, that like there's that tablet, there's that tablet, there's that tablet. I've taken them again without any water. And so now I'm going to run out of my medication early, and anyone who deals with doctors will know that if you ever run out of your meds early, it's really tough to get a prescription filled early, which is right, because, you know, some people do abuse them and they have to monitor that, but like that's another big stress that I'm now thinking about. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to get rid of the dog, hang on. Right, are we back? Yeah. Sorry about that. She was just starting to like rub herself up against my feet and my legs, and she does it really heavily, and yeah, it just hurts because she sort of like jolts my lower body, so it's really quite sore. So I just had, I'm not, she's still laying on the bottom of the bed. I just told her to sort of calm down and settle down, which she's done now, which is good. I can't remember exactly what I was talking about now before she started doing that, sorry. Yeah, so I apologise if it's been another little quiet week. Oh, that was in tablets, wasn't it? Yeah, so God knows what I'm going to do about them, because I'm going to run out early. And I don't know, well, I'm going to have to ring and just talk to them, see what she says. I would hope, because I'm not someone that like runs out, you know, that she will just fill it. But I know for some people they have huge trouble, and there's been times when like we've been going away to Swindon or something like that, and we've needed to get my tablets early, and it's been quite a faff to get that done. And it's not actually the doctors, it's the receptionists. It's the receptionists that are really sort of rude and really, what's the word? I'm trying to think, oh, they're just so flipping rude about it. But they're really patronising, I think is the word. Yeah, is that they're really quite patronising about it. About, you know, how, well, gosh, they'll have to see what they can do, and, oh, well, it's meant to be in 4 days early, and if you're already asking for them early, then you can't have them 4 days early on top of getting them early. You just think, oh, for goodness sake, like, we're going up to see my grandparents, or it's Christmas, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. But that's why I've not been around. I'm sleeping a lot, but then like not, I'm napping a lot, but I'm not getting like a good chunk of sleep, if that makes sense, because I'm waking up to be sick. So I'm literally like sleeping next to the sick bowl, which is horrible. Obviously not with sick in it. That would be really gross. But yeah, I haven't been out. I haven't even been out the bedroom, to be honest, because I've just, like, I move, I can talk now at least. The first, like, where are we now with Thursday? So last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I couldn't even talk properly, because as soon as I would start to talk, I would start to hiccup, and as soon as I started to hiccup, I would then be sick. So I barely said anything to anybody, which is, again, horrible. You don't want to have to be like that at home. It's horrible. But, and two of my friends have said to me, you know, you've got to go into hospital, and I'm, no, just no, not, just not. I don't need that, like, trauma on top of feeling so unwell, which I know sounds really silly, but being in a hospital really is actually quite traumatic. It's not nice. It's really not. And I will do anything to stay out of hospital. I hate it. I hate being in hospital. So I'm gonna have to go because my arm's really hurting. I'm worn out now, even just from having this little chat. I'm really, really worn out. So I'm sorry that it's been sort of a week since I've done anything. I'm holding on. I'm still, you know, not ever going to give up on the channel. I'm not ever going to give up on trying to make a difference for the next generation of people, and for this generation. You know, it will happen in our lifetime. It's got to. People have got to learn what it's like to live with chronic disease. You know, I truly believe in my heart that once a few people start talking, more and more people start talking, and then, like, big conversations, big important conversations will start to happen, and that's how you get real change. And I really believe in that. I really, truly do. And I think for all of the things that I feel, how I've felt in my sort of journey, if I can stop, like, one person feeling like that for each of the things that I've experienced, then sharing all of these really hard videos, because it is really hard to share a video of yourself crying and snotting and being really honest, then it's worth it. And I get the most incredible letters and things, like emails from people saying I felt so alone, and like, thank you, you know, so I will, you know, I will keep going with it. I'm not going anywhere. I have just been really, really poorly, but such is life. Such is life with Eds. God. Oh, excuse my language. It's a bitch. Excuse my language. It is a bitch. God. A friend of mine shared something on Facebook the other day, and it really made me laugh. And I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was totally inappropriate. But it really, really made me laugh. I'll thingy snap it, and I'll hopefully remember to tell you guys about it in my next video. But it really made me laugh, and I thought, yeah, only somebody that lives with a chronic disease would find that funny. And I bet everybody who gets really offended by this does not live with chronic disease, because as awful and sad and everything and frustrating and everything as it is, there are times where you do just have to laugh at the horror of it all, because you just think, this isn't possible, this can't, you know, this is not possible. Of course it is possible. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys. Lots of love to you all. I hope you're all doing much, much, much better than I am. Peace and love. Bye.